Today we're going to start our journey to learn Python. In our first session, you got to know about what is Python, its features, and some cool projects. And you also got to know the future scope of the Python. Today's session will be a hands-on session, so we expect you to be ready with your laptops. You can ask questions if you have any doubts, but we expect some etiquette to be followed here. You cannot just unmute yourself and ask questions. Please raise your hand, which will be addressed, so then you can answer or you can ask your questions. Yeah, we have planned many other things in today's session. It's not just a lecture session. You'll get to code, you'll get to ask your doubts, and there are a few quizzes and activities to be done. Okay, then. Now I'll hand it over to the today's first speaker, Nishkars.
Good morning, everyone. I am Nishkarsh, your instructor for the day, and I'm going to teach you a few of the basics of Python. So let's start. I hope you all enjoy the session. So is my screen visible to all?
Yes, Nishkars.
So let's start with the session. I welcome you all to the day 2 of PyPrep. So we are going to start with variables. So what do we know with variables? Think of variables as your backpack. You can store data in them. A variable can be any word or any alphabet which can store some data in it. Next, we move on to keywords. Keywords are the magic words in Python. There are lots of keywords which are used in Python. Now, what do we know by literals? Literals is the treasure map, numeric collection, string, and boolean. Now, we move on to expressions. Expressions are of two types, simple expression and complex expressions. Simple expressions is any number 15 to 0.8, and complex expressions is a combination of few variables or some operations. So do we know like 7 is an integer variable, 3.14159 is a float variable, and true is a boolean variable data type. So I'll show it to you. See, if we define a equals to 5, we know a is a variable which holds the value 5. Now, we use the print statement to print the value of a variable. So, after printing a, you can see the terminal has given me the value 5, which is stored by a. Now, how do we know that the value 5 is an integer? Now, we personally know that 5 is an integer, but how does the system know that 5 is an integer? So, we can write print, then type of. If we write type of and then we write our variable a, and then we again print this. Wait a second. If you print type of a, we'll get class integer. Wait, I'll just okay. Now it's better, I guess. So if we print type a, the terminal shows us class int. So we know that it is an integer variable, integer data type. A is an integer variable. Now, if we take another value, b, if we take like some 6.3 to 4, then we print the type of b. What we get is float. Next, similarly, if we take a string and string is done using double inverted commas. I write my name Nishkarsh. I write the statement print type. and my variable is string, str. If I now press print, it will show it's string. So it's exactly the same. I'll change. Okay. I'll do like this. I'm getting it as string. Now, if I take another variable like C and just write true, if we write true or we write anything like D equals to false and we print the type of C and then I print the type of D. So what we get is both are Boolean values. Whenever a variable stores true or false, we get the value as Boolean. So with this, we can understand the type of variable. Like from this, we can understand if A holds the value 5 and we print the type of A, we know it's an integer variable. If we do for 6.3 to 4 or any other point variable, like if even I want to store E equals to some 3 point, some random variable, okay, and then I want to print the type, it will again show me float. It's not, you can write and after point you can write as many numbers as you want. After point, whatever you write, the variable will be a float. For Boolean, if it's true or false, if it holds the value true or false, it will definitely be a Boolean data type. And integer, it needs to be just 5, 6, 7, 8, or any number. For string, it needs to be in a double inverted commas, and it can be anything. Now, if we even want like to, I'll take another variable. Wait, and if you just want, you can keep it like this. So now this won't be printed from next time, and what I write from now on will be printed. So if I take a string, like if I take a string, wait, take a string, I write my name is Nishkarsh, and now I want to know what is the length of this string. What I will do, what I will do is I'll take a variable. For example, if I take f and I take length of this string and I print f, I'm getting 20. So how do we understand that it's 20? M we consider 1, Y 2. This space is considered as 1. Don't feel like M, my name 2, a name is 4, this is 2, and we'll count on not like this. We need to also count the spaces in between. But once we count the spaces in between, together it's 20. So we understand, like using this, I can write anything. Like if I add few more spaces and then I print, it will give me 25 because here I've added 5 more spaces. So with this help of this length of string or any other whatever variable you write here, that variable you need to write after length. So it will print the length of the string. So with this, we understand the data types: integer, float, string, boolean, and few of the more data types: list, tuple, and dictionary set you will be learning in future sessions. Now, if like here, I have directly entered the value a equals to 5, b equals to 6.34, any value. Now, if I don't want to do that and I want the user. For example, you are a user and you want to print some random value anytime. So what you will do is you need to write this input function. I'll show it to you. So if I take a variable num and I take int and input enter a number. What you need to do in this is the int float or any class you need to take data type. So whatever value you will enter, that needs to be an integer value, and then print num. Clear this. I'll print. So it asks to enter a number. So if I it's an integer, I can write anything. I enter 230. It will print the number 230. I can do similarly for a name. I'll take a variable name and string input enter your name. The system asks me to enter a name and then print it. So first it will again ask a number. I'll ask it to write like 145. Now it is asking me to write my name. I'll write my name as Nishkarsh. So it prints Nishkarsh. Now you can even write the print statement in this form. You take this num as consider this is an age and enter your age. In the print, what I can do is I can write a print statement where I can write my in double inverted commas, my name is, this will print as it is. Then you will write plus and the variable which stores your name. So name variable stores my name. After that, I'll write my name is and my age is plus age. If I print this, what I'll get is first I need to enter my age. I'll enter my age as 19. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'll enter my age as 19. My name as Nishkarsh and see. So it enters my name is Nishkarsh and my age is 19. So in this way, what you can do is if you don't want multiple print statements and you want a statement like your name, if you want like the user will ask, system will ask you to enter your age after entering the input function, and after that it will ask you to enter your name. And in a final print statement, it will do is it will enter your name. My name is whatever name you have entered, and my age is and whatever age you have entered. So from this, you understand what is input function. Now let's move on to operators and their precedence. So What is basically operators? Operators are the special symbols in Python that perform specific operations on values and variables. Operator precedence determines the order in which the operations are evaluated in expressions. So, in school times, the faculties that teach you something like board mass, which means it is the precedence. First brackets, order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Similar goes for Python. Python has its own operator precedence from highest to lowest. So exponential, plus and minus, multiplication, division, modulus, and these are few bitwise and logical operators which we'll be learning. And this is the precedence in Python. For example, in this expression, variable result equals to 2 plus 3 into 4. So 3 into 4 will be multiplied first because multiplication has the higher priority as compared to addition. And then whatever value we get, 3 into 4 is 12. If we add it to 2, we get the result as 14. Like if I show it to you here, if I take a variable result, I print 2 plus 3 into 4, and then I print what is result. So I'll be getting 14. Now, if I take 2 plus 3 into 4 in a bracket and then divide it by 2. So now we know that the entire thing in the bracket will be uh, solved first, and then whatever value will be in the numerator that will get divided by 2. So we are getting a float value 7.0 because whenever we divide, we get a float value. So what are the different types of operators? We have arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator is basically the operations done using these operators. So if we try to write a program using these operators and whatever we have learned till now, we take a variable 5, we take another variable b equals to 6, and we take variable sum which calculates the sum of a plus b by using the arithmetic operator plus. When printing the sum variable, we get 5 plus 6 equals to 11. Now, you can write sum equals to a plus b, or you can directly write print a plus b, whichever is suitable for you. Both will give the exact same output. Similarly, we can use the difference equals to a minus b, the product equals to a into b. We can even use the modulus, a modulus b, and we can print everything. You'll get these values. 5 plus 6 we had got as 11. Then 5 minus 6 we get equals to minus 1. Then 5 into 6 we get as 30. And 5 modulo 6, the remainder is the same. So we get 6. Now a modulo b is different from this. If we write b modulus a, we'll get a different value. We'll get as 1. Why? Because when it is not, modulus and division are two different things. When we divide 5, when we do 5 modulus 6, 5 doesn't come in 6 table, and 6 into 1 is 6. So when we take 6 into 0 as 6, we get the remainder is 5. Now, if we divide the exact opposite, if we do 6 modulus 5, we know that 5 comes in, 5 into 1 equals to 5, then there is 1 left above as the remainder. So that is what is printed here. That is what we mean by modulus.
1 minute, Nishkarsh. Like people, if you're having any doubt, please first try to put that doubt in the chat box so that we'll be able to address it in chat box. If it is very much important, or we have to, if we have to feel like we have to give you chance of speaking, then we'll ask you to unmute yourself. Okay? Thank you. Please continue, Nishkarsh.
Okay. So in this way, we understand what is the use of arithmetic operators. Similarly, I showed you plus, minus, multiplication, and modulus. Similarly, we can use division, floor division, and exponential for the same for arithmetic operators. Like in this way, as you showed, x plus y, x minus y, x into y, and similarly, the arithmetic operators work in this way. Now, if we the next type of operators is comparison or relational operators. So this is anything we compare. If a greater than b, a less than b, a less than equal to b, a greater than equal to b, a equals to b, or a not equals to b. These operators compare two values and return a Boolean result. So the result will be true or false. Like if I show you here, if I take a variable a equals to 5, or like num1 equals to 5, num2 equals to 6, and if I take print num1 greater than num2, so the terminal will tell me whether num1 is greater than num2. So it tells me no, false. If I take print num2 is greater than num1, it will show me true. In the same way, I can use different things. Num1 not equal to num2, it shows true. Yes. 5 is not equal to 6, it is true. Print num1 equals to 2, which means false. Yes, 5 is not equal to 6. 5 is not equal to 6. Then, if we take num1 greater than equal to num2, so is 5 greater than equal to 6? It is again false. If we take print num2 greater than equal to num1, it's true. Yes, 6 is greater than equal to 5. If we take print on the other side, print num1 less than equal to num2. So is it true or false? It is true. So num2 6 is greater than equal to 5. Print num2 less than equal to num1. False. Because 6 is less than equal to 5. It's wrong because 6 is greater than equal to 5. So in this way the relational operators can be used and it will give a boolean value of true or false. Next we'll move on to the assignment operators. So what is assignment operator? You must know equals to sign, right? You must know what is equals to sign. So if we declare x equals to 10, we know that the variable x holds the value 10. But what is plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals, s equals to, division equals to. So these are called assignment operators. Basically, x plus equals to 3 is nothing but x equals to x plus 3. So when you store a value 5 and then you do x equals to x plus 3, then you print x, you will get the value as 8. And similarly, it goes for asterisk equals to, division equals to, floor division equals to, modulus equals to, and exponentiation equals to. I'll show you the same. If I take a variable x equals to 5, then I print value of x, then x. What I get is value of x is 5. Now I want to change that value of x. How will I change? If I want to add x value by 2, what I will do is x plus equals to 2, which basically means x equals to x plus 2, which will now if I print the value of x, I'll get it as 7. So what happens is x value it's 5. Then we add it with x equals, this is nothing but if you just write like this. If you write x equals to x plus 2 and then if you print, it will give you 7 only. So basically, what this does is x equals to x plus 2. Now, if you want to reduce the value of x by 2, how we will do? X minus equals to 2. We'll print x. Now we again subtracted it by 2. So it was 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Now 7 minus 2, 5. So it is again 5. So in this way, we can use the assignment operators. Now, if by learning whatever we have done till now, let's do a program to calculate the compound interest. So now, if we take a variable principal, we take the input function and we want the principal value to be entered as an integer. The principal amount, we take the rate as float, enter the interest rate, time, we take it as an integer, input, enter the time required. Now, if we first want to calculate the simple interest, so the formula for simple interest is principal into rate into time divided by 100. And we then print the value of simple interest. Now, continuing to this, if we want to calculate the compound interest, for finding the compound interest, we need another variable amount, which is principal into 1 plus rate by 100 and exponentiation time. Now, for calculating the compound interest, we take a variable compound interest, which does amount minus principal by using the arithmetic operator, and then we can use the print statement and write compound interest is, so now we have taken a variable principal with the input function as of integer, rate with an input function of float, time with an input function of integer again. We have taken another variable simple interest SI, which uses the asterisk operator and a division operator, which prints the simple interest value. We have taken another variable amount, which is principal into 1 plus rate by 100 raised to exponential is nothing but raised to time. Compound, then we take another variable compound interest, which is amount minus principal, and then we print a compound interest. So let's see what we get. So I write the principal amount as, for example, 2000 rupees. I take the interest, it's float, I can take anything, I take 2.34, and the time required as I take 20. So it will calculate using this formula. It will give me the simple interest as 936. It will and it will give me the compound interest is this value. So with the help of this program, we understand whatever we have learned till now in today's session. So do you have any
Nishkarsh?
doubts?
Yes, we Harshavardhan 24 BCE 7890. Now you can speak and ask it out.
Yes, Harshvardhan.
Please unmute yourself.
Yes, Harshvardhan, you can tell what is your doubt.
So can we print operators in one print statement, sir?
Operators in one print statement. Yes, you can do that. You can do a plus b in a print statement.
Yes, sir, but different operators in one print statement, so like addition and subtraction in the same print statement can be right.
Yes, you can do that. Just if you want the output to be just perfect, what you do is you take brackets inside it, like a plus b in a bracket. Then, like whatever, see, multiplication has a higher priority than addition. So what you do is you take a print statement, you write a plus b into c. You try to keep just a plus b. So what happens is in the print statement, you will get the perfect value.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anyone else has doubt?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Gautam, you're audible.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Actually, I have a doubt in the input statement. Can we do multiple inputs in single command? Is it possible?
No, no, you can't do. Like if you're defining a variable, one variable will store only a single value. It can't store multiple values. So if you're taking A, like your name is Gautam, you take a variable named Gautam and you write a string value and you take input and enter your name. So what happens is it will store only one value. It can't store multiple values.
Uh, no, no. Yeah. That's still like we just do the variable name, comma another variable's name and equal to input and we put down the statement for a single statement which will repeat for that second variable too. Is it possible?
No, like in this thing, a single variable will store only one value.
So that command only works for single variable only.
Yes, only one variable. Because see, one
Okay.
variable can't store
Okay.
multiple values because when using operations, the terminal won't know which value to be executed.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if A
Thank
has,
you.
if A, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Please continue. Sorry. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, let's say it's like if A stores two values, 5 and 6, and we have taken another variable B as 3. So if we take print statement A plus B, the terminal won't know to take 5 or 6. So in that case, it can't be executed. So what we do is a single variable will store only a single value. If we keep it as 5 and B as 3, we take A equals to 5, B equals to 3, then we take print A plus B, it will take 5 from A, 3 from B, and it will add and it will give the value 8.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anyone else? Okay, so as no one has doubt,
Okay, thank you, Nishkash.
uh, okay,
Now we have planned some activity session like a quiz. Srivastav will conduct that one. Srivastav, please.
Hello everyone, I am Srivatsal. Hope you are doing well. I'll be sharing the quiz link here. Please join it. Like you will be having a quiz for every session. Like there are four sessions and we will be have four sessions, four quizzes today and tomorrow. So there will be a leaderboard presenting for top three and top three people for every quiz. Like for complete four quizzes, we'll be getting a merit certificate from now from us. Like uh, you have won the quiz like that. So you can't uh, you can't hear me. Nutan Sri, hello, hello.
Okay, Nishkash. Okay, one thing we'll do, I'll give the instructions. You just circulate the quiz link.
Yeah, okay.
See, guys, today and tomorrow we are going to have in total four quizzes. Like after every instructor, you will get one quiz link. So what we are going to do is we are going to track down who are performing well in these quizzes, and they will get the merit certificate. Okay, so we expect you to, and it is time bound quizzes. You'll be waiting around 30 seconds for each question. All the best. Do well. Please check your chat boxes. Quiz link is live now. Okay, let me be clear. The people who are participating in this will also get certificate, which is of participation certificate. People who are doing well in quizzes will get a merit certificate. So you don't have to worry. Everyone in this meeting who is attending today's and tomorrow's session actively will be getting a participation certificate.
And guys, please change your name to your registration number in your quizzes so that we can identify you.
Twenty-four BC 7702. Are you able to give your quiz now? No. And 24 BC 7923.
Rahul,
Yes, Devash.
actually, it was showing like waiting for the host to start.
Okay.
Shall I start it?
Please do. Guys, now everyone can check if the quiz link is working or not and let us know in the chat box. You are supposed to log in with your college ID and you have to sign in with university mail ID.
Have everyone completed their quiz?
We'll be ending quiz in 1 minute. Hope you all are done with your quiz. So now we'll start with our second instructor now.
Hi everyone. So I will start your next session, and you can give your thumbs up if my voice is audible. And in a second, I will share my screen. And you can also share now your thumbs up if my screen is visible to you all. So I will now start. Hello everyone. I am your next instructor. Uh, Here is a quick intro about myself. My name is Surya Deepak Goina, but you can all call me Surya. As you can see, my specialization in AI/ML. So in this field, we extensively use Python. So I have a deep knowledge about Python. Moving next, here is the content of what I am going to present in my session. Operators, and in this operators, which was left before my previous colleague, logical operator, membership operator, identity operator, and bitwise operator. Next session I'm gonna do is branching concept in Python, which will cover if else, nested if, and nested if else. This will cover whole branching branching concept. Now moving on to the operator. First in the operator session, we have is logical operator. Here in Python language, it provides three primary logical operators, which is and, or, and not. This you can relate from your Boolean algebra you have been taught in your 11th and 12th classes. But here is the catch. We are not doing operation on bits, but rather on two special keywords called true and false. Moving next. I'm going to now teach you about the not operator. Not operator uh, is similar to a complement in the Boolean algebra, doing the same operation, giving it gives one operator and reverses its true or false value, and vice versa. As you can see in the truth table, I will rather start my implementation in the VS Code. I will give true. You can also start with me. It's rather simple codes. Mm, Not A, B equal to false, and not a B. This is the code, and I will run. As you can see, I have given A, which is true, and using the not operator, it's giving false value, and using the B, which is false, and not operator, it's giving true value. So this covers the not operator, and this is the next operator, and from the definition itself we can see it will give true when both the operand is true, and otherwise it will always give false. Moving on to the coding implementation, these are the same values, but I will just change this A and B. Same, I will give B and A, and I will save it and run. See, because it has one false value, it is always giving false. If I just turn it to and run it, yeah, it's giving true. You can see, and this is A and B and equal to B and E. This is a associativity law from your Boolean algebra. I guess you know all the Boolean algebra concepts because it's taught in your 11th and 12th classes. Moving on to the next operator, we have is OR operator, which is rather similar to AND, but herein it will only give false when both the operator is false. And I will try this implementation in the Python.